start. Hi, welcome to our office. My name is Dr. Strombeck, and I'm going to take you through a tour of our new remodeled office and expanded. Kind of talk to you about the differences of what we do in this office and why we're different as far as chiropractic offices go. So come on in. So this is our new office here. As you can see, kind of coming down here, this was where our old office was. All of this side, just the side of basically these chairs, is all new. So now the way that we're different and why we're different in this office is we're actually a corrective care office. That might not mean a lot to you, but basically there's about 1% of chiropractors actually go get further training. Usually takes about a year to a year and a half to learn how to correct the spine, and rather than just adjust the spine, and there's a big difference. And so the way that we start that's different in this office is we start off in this room right over here, and this is our wobble room, okay? So let's bring you in here. So this is our wobble room. This is where everybody starts out. This is a critical part of corrective care. In this room, you're going to come in and you're going to spend anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes warming up your spine, going through specific motions to get proper hydration and nutrition to the discs and joints of your spine so that you'll receive the best adjustment when it comes time to that. In this room, we have about 30 chairs. We actually have the capability of fitting about 50 people in this room for doctor's reports, which is something we also do twice each week, usually Tuesday evenings and Thursday evenings. So come on over here. Over here, what we have is we have our question of the day. This is a board where we change this question every single day, and all you have to do is go ahead and check your answer or write your answer down, put it in a box. At the end of the week, we draw out a Starbucks gift card, which people love. Over here, we actually have what's going on in our office. We usually post our doctor's reports, any special events that we might have. We're actually going to be having a grand opening coming up here in the next about maybe 6 weeks. And then after you you warm up your spine on the wobble cushions in here in this room, then we bring you in here. So come on in here, and we're actually going to have a numbering system in this office so that you'll know when your turn is to get up out of the wobble seat and then come into here, and then you're going to just grab one of the available chairs or the tables in here. So we actually have 3 adjusting bays in here. This way we can keep people moving in and out of here at a good pace, and people aren't running into each other. So this is where all the important stuff happens. The adjustment is the most important part of the visit here. Everything is critical, but this is where the power happens. This is where everything happens, right here, taking the pressure off of the nervous system so that your body can start to function the way God designed it. Now come on over here. We actually just put this up here. This is our interactive spine here. So sometimes what I'll tell people is after they get adjusted, I'm going to tell them, hey, you know what, today your C1 or your atlas right there really was fixed and needed a big adjustment today. So I'll tell people, hey, come on over here, click on the different parts of the spine that we adjusted today, and what this will tell you is the major nerves that exit that part of the spine, those are the nerves that, and those organs, that's what they control, okay? Then if you look up right here, this says right here, your organs are functioning better now. After every adjustment, your organs are functioning better. They've actually done studies that actually prove that your immune system actually functions up to 400% better. And then right here, what about your families? This is a family practice. We want people to bring their kids and their parents in. Everybody in their family, we want them to understand what health is and where it comes from. It comes from a proper functioning nervous system. So come on in here. It's very critical with any chiropractor, but especially with corrective care, that you get x-rays done before anybody adjusts you at all, because we want to know exactly what's happening with your spine. Everybody's spine is different, so we have to know exactly what's happening with your specific spine before we even put one hand on you to adjust a vertebra, because we want to make sure we know exactly what's going on in there. It also gives us information as, do you have the proper curves in your spine? If you don't have those proper curves, we need to know that, okay, so that we can correct as we need to. And everything is very specifically, corrective care is a specific science, okay? So we want to make sure we do exactly the proper procedures so that you're going to get the best benefit and you're going to heal the quickest, and you're going to yield the best results. Over here we have a wall of testimonials. These are just a smattering of what we've seen in our office. Eventually, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to move these testimonials into this other room, the wobble room, here in a second, which I'll show you. So come on over here. This is right now where everybody starts when we do a consultation. We usually bring people in here. I have the same chart on the wall that we did over there. And this is where we find out exactly if this is the right office for you. We try to find out what's wrong with you, some ailments that you're having, so that we can find out exactly how we can help you quickly and efficiently. Then over here, this is really important. This is part of the difference between corrective care offices and offices that are not trained to do correction. So over here we have our wall traction. We have 3 of them. Eventually we're going to have 8 of them in this room. Okay? After you get adjusted, first you're going to do the wobble room, then you're going to get in the adjustment, the most powerful part. Then maybe you'll look at that chart on the way in here if there were some specific areas that really needed some attention that day, so you can understand where the nerves that weren't getting or the information that wasn't getting out to those organs properly. Then you're going to come in and do the wall traction. The wall traction is very important to starting to reintroduce a curve in that spine, take more pressure off the joints and the ligaments so that you're going to hold your adjustments and you're going to correct as quick as possible. Right now we actually have 2 of the vibe plates right here. Within probably in about another 6 weeks, we're actually going to take these out of here. We're going to have more wall traction on this wall right here, so we're going to have 8 eventually in here. And then we're actually getting new vibe plates, and this is going to be the new vibe room right here. And this will all be completed in about another 4 to 6 weeks. So in here, we're going to have about 8 to 10 vibe plates. This is going to be our testimonial room. This is going to be really neat. We're going to have shadow boxes, pictures of people, maybe even we actually have one gentleman who actually was in a serious motorcycle accident. We have his helmet, how it's all cracked and everything. We got his story we're going to be putting up. So this is going to be a really neat room where you can come in after the adjustment. The vibe plates are very critical because what they do is they're going to actually help strengthen and stabilize those small muscles of the spine that interconnect throughout that spine. That's going to help you not only correct your posture and reintroducing those curves back that you should have, but it's also going to help you hold your adjustment longer, and you're going to correct quicker and better because you're going to be strengthening those muscles in the spine. So this is a really important, critical part of corrective care as well. Out here, this is our waiting room, which we kind of showed you in the beginning. So we're so happy that you're even considering coming into this office. Like I said a minute ago, this might not be the office for you. This isn't an office for everybody, but this is for someone that really wants to go deeper with their health and understand where health is. Almost every Tuesday and Thursday at between 5:30 and 6, sometimes that varies a little bit, we do offer a doctor's report. Everybody's welcome to come in and sit in the back, even if they're not a patient or they want to bring a friend in, and just kind of sit back and listen to why we're different and why corrective care chiropractic is about your health. It's not about a back problem or a neck problem. It's about your health and your overall health. So thank you for coming. Thank you for viewing this, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you in our office.